Hi guys, hope you're doing great. Welcome back to my channel. This is Ramya from Desigal1010. It has been so long since I have actually sat down and filmed makeup related videos. So here I am. Today's video is going to be the Huda Beauty foundation review, and it's going to be a first impressions kind of a video. This is the first time I'm trying out this foundation. For shade references, I use the MAC NC42 in Studio Finish. I am the NARS Sheer Glow Syracuse shade, and I use the Milani foundation in the shade Sand Beige, if I'm not wrong. So that's the references I'm giving you. And I always talk about this website called foundation.com, where you're able to input one shade that you know is your true shade, and then you can get a list of options, be it drugstore brands or high-end brands as well. So foundation.com, like foundation, so check that out. And I believe Sephora also has come up with an online tool where they are able to tell you your shade reference based on a previous foundation that you have used, which you think is closer in your match reference. So having said that, the Huda Beauty foundation, this is the FAUXFILTER foundation. It has a hashtag and it comes in this double shade kind of a packaging right there, and I picked up the shade Brown Sugar in 410G. Alright, so this is how the foundation bottle looks like. I believe this is a 1.18 fluid ounces. I got this in the Sephora BI Beauty Insider sale time. I'm going to quickly go ahead and prime my face. I use this Hard Candy 12-hour moisture primer on my skin. I have dry skin to start off, and I personally feel the Huda Beauty foundation is going to be a perfect time to test, because it's the winter, it's colder, and even if it is a thicker foundation, it should still be okay, because in winter you are still able to pull off thicker based foundation. So I'm going to quickly shake this. Let's see how I don't know if this even comes with a pump. Ooh, it comes with a pump. Fancy. So I think this foundation is about $40 something, and I got this on the BI sale, which had a 15% discount. I'm going to quickly give this a shake. I'm using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'll just squirt just a little bit. Still waiting for the foundation to come in. Alright, so that's how the shade looks like on camera. And I'm going to quickly take my Makeup Revolution. I actually love the fact that this comes with a pump, because in NARS Sheer Glow foundation, it usually, I think this should be a good match. Let's check it out. I usually don't go for full face, a full coverage kind of a look. I think this is going to be like a full coverage foundation. Let me buff it in. Oh my god, I've taken a lot. It's not a runny foundation. That's the first impression I'm getting while I'm buffing this into my skin. It's slightly on the thicker side, and I feel the foundation is a little yellow. Let me buff it in and see how it looks like. I don't know if this foundation is a great match for dry skin. That's the first impression I'm getting, because it's on the thicker side. Oh wow. It looks so yellow. I definitely took a little too much based on how I like my foundation. So having said that, I'm going to quickly buff the foundation in a little more, and I'm going to do the full rest of my face. It definitely looks so yellow to me, at least in the camera. I'm not sure how the video is picking it up. It definitely looks a lot more yellow, and like I mentioned, I don't think this is a foundation good for dry skin folks. This definitely could be a great foundation for someone with a combination skin or someone with an oily skin texture. I haven't checked any reviews out. I just picked up this foundation and I thought I'll just try it out. So having said that, let me go ahead and complete my full face makeup, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is how the full face makeup looks like. I think the yellowness of the foundation definitely went down a little bit. I'm going to add some blush. This is one of my favorite blushes of all time. This is the Milani blush in the shade Rose d'Oro. I'm not sure why nobody talks about this blush. It's a beautiful coral kind of an orange tint, which also works perfect as a highlighter actually. So I'm going to add that as my blush real quick. I just used my concealer, the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and this is a lip pencil from Milani. I haven't set my foundation with any sort of powder. So I'm going to add a little bit of blush right there. And I'm also going to come back within a couple of hours and show you how the foundation stays. It's about what's the time now? It's about 2:20 right now. 2:20 right now, 2:19 right now. So I'll go ahead and update you guys in a couple of hours and show you how the foundation stays. Overall, I love the foundation. The initial impression wasn't that great. It still feels a little yellow, but I'm going to let it set in just by itself. I'm not going to add any powders to change the texture or the shade of the foundation. So I'll leave it as is, and I will be right back in a couple of hours. Not right back, but I'll be back in a couple of hours and tell you how this foundation actually performs. So stay tuned. It's been about an hour and a half since I applied the foundation, and this is how it looks in more natural, brighter light. So far I love how this foundation looks like. I think it's really perfect. It has blended well. So yeah. Alright guys, so I'm giving a final update. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening. It's been about 2.5 hours since I wore this foundation. I don't think this is a perfect foundation for people with dry skin, and if I feel this is a little clinging to the skin, it's showing all this skin texture. My Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation in shade Tan does not do that to my skin. So I'm not sure. I'm going to try this foundation one more time and then give this back if I don't like how it feels. Like I mentioned, I didn't test the foundation in broad daylight. I'm going to wear this foundation for a full work day and then see how it looks like. But definitely the primer helped the foundation slide on because it's very thick. I used just one pump, but it's very on the thicker side and it looked a little cakey. So I'm not too sure how I feel about this foundation yet. I'll probably post something on Instagram and let you know my final thoughts. So yeah, that's about it. I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely subscribe and let me know in the comment section below if you have picked this foundation up or if you're still using it, what is your shade, etc. And this is Ramya signing off. Bye bye.